What is up, Reds? Good morning to everyone around the world who's joining in. We are waiting for Steve, but we're going to continue on anyway, guys. So we got some news to get into, of course. If you watched the match yesterday, you're probably still angry, as am I. I'm just a little too tired to be angry, right? I'm sure once I get this coffee in me, instant coffee, by the way, maybe I'll get more angry, but hopefully not. So the news is coming out that Van Dyke is going to see a specialist today in regards to his knee injury, okay, or potential knee injury. So we're hearing reports from the media. The rumors are saying that it's going to be about 7 to 8 months, right? So just I want to give everyone some facts about what it actually is for torn ligaments in the knee, okay? So being that a ligament is not like a muscle, meaning it doesn't have the same blood supply, it takes longer to heal, right? So the ligament, if the ACL is torn, you're looking at a bare minimum of 6 months. Bare minimum, if it's completely torn, okay? If you want to be conservative with it, you're looking at 12 months. But most players take at least 9 months. Look at the Oxlade-Chamberlain injury, right? He had multiple ligament injuries. I can't remember if they were full tears or not, but he was out for a year probably. So let's hope it's neither. Okay, let's hope it's just probably, let's just hope it's not that bad. Okay, I did see a meme though, and I want to pull this up because this meme, honestly, if you've seen Interstellar, it's actually kind of a funny meme. But just while we're waiting for everyone to roll in, let me go ahead and pull this up here. Let me know how you guys are doing in the chat. If you're new, give me a hashtag new. If you're a returner, let me know. And I'll give everyone a shout out in just a second here. I just found the tweet here, and I'm going to pull it up here in just a second. Let me go ahead and pull this up here for you guys. It kind of brings light to a shitty situation just because I've seen the movie Interstellar. But let me go ahead and share this. Application window, here we go. No, it's Twitter. No, it's Twitter. There we go. All right. So it's Matthew McConaughey, and he's like, don't pass it to Van Dyke. Oh my God. Guys, this is so sad. I don't understand. Like, let me know how you're feeling about it right now. Even if Van Dyke is out for 9 months, we've been so privileged for Van Dyke. He's never been out. He's never been out, guys. Literally. I think he's never missed a Premier League game in the last 2 years. I don't know. Oh, guys, it's so sad. So sad. Let me stop sharing this here, and we'll check out some of the guys in the chat. We got Abdallah in the chat. Welcome. Good morning to everyone. JW Young in the chat. Welcome. Reds, you'll never walk alone. We got Liz Gold and James freaking Milner. Good morning. Good morning. I was going to say that. I was thinking about it before the show. I was like, look, I'm going to say James freaking Milner, instant coffee, and I'm going to roast Steven until he gets here. I don't even know, man. He must be sleeping in or something. But here we go. Yeah, we got screwed over by Oliver, VAR, and this is David Lassoff. David Lassoff, welcome to the chat if you're new. Let's see here. So we got screwed over by Oliver, VAR, and Pickford yesterday. Big Verge is out for a long time, no matter what. Fabio can sub, but how we were treated yesterday was disgraceful. Absolutely, David. Thanks for the comment here. And guys, before we get really into it, it's disgraceful. It's disgraceful that our two most impactful players, really, Thiago, namely because he's new, but he got his first start. Okay, it's not that serious from what I'm understanding, and honestly, it didn't look that serious. Just based on the assessments I was watching, this is just a problem. Okay. It's good to be physical, right? Everyone's most likely played sports here in the chat, and you know that coaches tell you, be physical. Like, go out there, be physical with them. But in no way, shape, or form are coaches saying endanger the health of the other players. I've never had a coach say that. I've always had coaches, if someone gets injured, you're saying kneel for the player, show respect, apologize to the player. You're not out there to injure players. And Richarlison seemed like he was out there to injure players, okay? I don't know if Pickford looked like he was out there to injure people. He seemed pretty, remorseful after the challenge. I saw a picture of him doing the same thing to Dele Alli like 2 years ago. So who knows, guys? It's just, let me know your thoughts on that. Like, I don't even know. Where the hell is Steven? Let's all roast Steven, okay, until he gets here. Hopefully he'll show up. God, my mouth is already dry, and we're only 5 minutes into the stream. Let's go ahead and get some of these comments in. So Ali saying, how long is Thiago injured for? So the initial reports are saying a couple weeks. It was saying James Pierce reported the club doesn't fear the initial length of the injury. So right now, we don't know anything for a fact, but we're probably looking at a couple of weeks. Abdallah asked, do you see the David Kute, I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name actually, thing? He was the VAR referee, although he is a Man United and has old. Yeah. No. I saw all that. Kind of indifferent about that, to be honest with you. But yeah, Abdallah saying 2 to 4 weeks. Yeah, 2 to 4 weeks is, I'm looking at everything I'm reading is just a couple of weeks. I had a Bayern Munich fan message me on Twitter, and he was saying, he really, he was like, dude, Thiago can't catch a break. Like, he messaged me privately. He was like, dude, I feel so bad for that guy because he's always injured. He just had groin surgery. This isn't his fault, though. It's not like he just got injured, like a Sturridge injury or anything like that. Richarlison just ruined it for him. But yeah, no news on either of them. Like I said, if you're just joining the stream, Van Dijk is going to see a specialist today, and we should know the further extent of the injury. So we're not sure. We don't really have any news about. He went to the hospital and left with crutches. So they probably did some assessments. They pulled a Lockman's on him, which is the ACL test. He was probably positive for a few of these tests, and essentially, God, this is just so sad. I don't remember what life is like without Van Dijk. I'm thinking back to times when we had Matip and Lovren, and I'm scared. I'm scared. We don't even have Lovren anymore. We have Matip and Gomez. Gomez is in bad form. Matip looks good. Another thing I want to talk about, the second goal yesterday. Okay, the second goal. But before I get into the second goal, I'm going to write that down because as the coffee hits, guys, I'm known to forget things, right? So second goal. All right. So just so everyone knows, you get your comment pinned to the top of the chat. So if you want your comment pinned to the top of the chat, you have the option to give a super sticker or a super chat. Those are now available, just so everyone knows. We also have merchandise available at the link down in the description. It's also on the home channel page if you guys want to check that out. We have discounted Klopp merchandise and, of course, the Nothing But Reds merchandise as well. So go ahead and give that a check. And then as well, if you're new, go ahead. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more talk shows as well. And give the video a thumbs up. Let's try to get this video to 100 thumbs ups, guys. I think we can do it. Yeah, Abdallah saying, Steven, your head looks like a kiwi. That's a good one. That should get him in here. He's probably just sleeping in. That's crazy. He's never missed it. He's never missed it. Let's go here. I felt someone in Everton club has a personal grudge on Liverpool player. The whole 90 minutes goes that way. Yeah, the whole team has a grudge on the player. Let's be real. I mean, the rivalry is what fuels the aggression in any derby, right? And the fights are fine, right? When the players get in each other's faces, like that's expected. But oh God, the endangering the health of other players, that's where the disgraceful thing comes in. Oh, I almost forgot. I knew. Second goal. So let's talk about it. Luka Digne going down the left-hand side. Trent Alexander-Arnold gets beat. Not only does he get beat, but he's not even tracking back to stop the cross. You need to stop the cross. Trent needs to stop the cross. Okay, Robbo does a good job of stopping crosses, but Trent needs to stop that cross. Okay, cross comes into the box. Gomez doesn't even leave the pitch. He doesn't even jump. Okay. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin gets high and finishes it for the second goal. That goal should have never happened, okay? Trent needs to get back and block the cross. Gomez doesn't even jump, guys. And Gomez looks back at him. He looks back at Dominic after he heads the ball and Gomez shakes his head at the ground. Like he knows he should have jumped. I don't know what's going on with Gomez, but he needs to fix it. He needs to fix it. Samir, welcome to the chat here. Saying you're furious. Hope nothing serious with Van Dijk. I thought I'd be cooled off by this morning, but I'm not. I'm still so mad about the match. JW Young predicting 85 points for this season. Okay. That would still be a good season. I'm remembering back to times with Brendan Rodgers where we were getting 56 and finishing 8th or 6th or whatever. Let's see what here. Yeah, Bolin, really. Virgil van Dijk injured and Thiago is injured. Welcome to 2020. It's been such a crappy year. Do you think we could still win Premier League with Matip and Gomez, Fabinho as center backs? I think we can win the Premier League no matter what. I really do. I think we have that much talent in the team. It's the injury and the health of the players. Everyone has to remain healthy for the rest of the season. If Van Dijk is out with this ligament injury, okay? Because like I said, the rehab process for a ligament injury is extensive, and literally he can't do anything. He cannot help that the ligaments take so much longer to heal. You know, just some examples. We had Zlatan Ibrahimovic had an ACL injury. He was back after 6 months. You have a 70% chance of re-injuring the ligament if you come back at 6 months, right? And at 9 months, still, it's a 90% chance that you'll be healthy. So there's still a 10% chance of re-injury. It's just no one can get injured. And what sucks is we know that Matip and Gomez have an injury history. And that's what scares me, guys. That's what scares me. David Lassoff, welcome. We don't need the title, just top 4 in Europe. Hey, you know, that's right. We won the title, right? That chip is off our shoulder. You know, that's a good point. As long as we finish top 4. But I don't want to go back to those days of top 4 is okay. But David Lassoff, I agree. I do agree with that. Let's go here. Van Dijk will be a huge, huge miss. I'm just stunned till right now. Yeah. Yeah, Liz saying, I want LeBron to come teach Gomez how to get air, protect his investment. That's right. Oh, man, LeBron. What a legend. I got such a vendetta against LeBron, but I cannot deny the fact that he's the greatest athlete the NBA has ever seen. Let's go here. Keita is the next Iniesta. I like that name. If it's an ACL injury for Virgil, there's a very high chance that he won't be the same again. So a lot of people say that, especially in athletes, okay? And that is all up here. That is all up here. The ACL doesn't impact your performance when it's healed. It's the rehab process. They have great physiotherapists over there. They have great doctors. And Van Dijk up here is strong. I know he is, because he wouldn't have been able to play every single game. He's played with injuries before. The man is a machine. I'm telling you right now, this will not affect him. But you do bring up a good point. Some people could argue that Ox hasn't been the same since the injury. Let's go. Liverpool has the backbone of Alisson, Virgil van Dijk, Hendo, Salamana. Yeah. And how crappy is it, guys, that... Let me know in the chat how crappy this is. I don't know if you guys even thought about this. The most expensive players that we've ever bought, Van Dijk and Alisson, are injured. It's just unbelievable. It's like, oh, God. And Alisson's been getting injured more and more and more. Where the hell is Steven? Oh, I'm going to roast him after the show. This is absolutely ridiculous. Shane Buckley, we have at least, yeah, this is what I'm talking about, guys. We cannot catch a freaking break. We have at least 6 first-team players injured. Now I'm worried also Joe Gomez and Joel Matip are injury-prone. They're so injury-prone. So injury-prone. Let me take a sip of my coffee. If you're enjoying the show so far, give it a thumbs up. Give me a hashtag me if you're new in the chat. All right. Seek Chan Karki. Now Gomez and Matip need to show the game. We don't know when Van Dijk will arrive. Klopp needs to think about backup defenders now. There he is. There he is. There he is. Welcome.
What's going on?
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. How many people we got in here?
We got 24 right now.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, Kyle. We're back on.
Was that my fault how I sent the link to you?
No, not at all.
All right. So, yeah, we're basically just talking about. I showed a meme, Steven. I sent you the meme.
Yep, I saw it.
Have you seen Interstellar, the movie?
No. I
Oh,
don't
well,
know
then
what
you
that
don't get
is.
the meme. Then you don't get the meme.
Yeah. I just kind of understand what they're doing here.
Oh, man. Liz is calling you out, Steve.
What's she saying? What's up?
Yeah. No, but Steve, let me just ask you off the bat. I thought I would be in a better mood this morning, but are you still pissed off about the game? Like the result? Not the
1000%.
result, like not the refereeing and the player, or like what's his face? Richarlison and Pickford.
I hate them.
I hate Richarlison now. I'll agree with you there.
Both of them. Like, people aren't going to forget these things. Richarlison's always going to be the guy that did that dirty tackle on Thiago. And Pickford's been spiraling downward for years now. He was like one of the hottest goalies in England. Like, he's becoming somewhat average, and this incident yesterday is going to stick with us Liverpool fans for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing I want to bring up is how Everton fans are reacting to it. I saw this like screenshot. It was like of like 6 or 7 Everton Twitter accounts, and they were saying like all after the tackle that Pickford did on Van Dyke, they were saying all is forgiven. Everything bad that Pickford's done is forgiven now. Basically, like saying good job for the tackle on Van Dyke.
Yeah, because Van Dijk's gone now.
And that is
They want
like
to see us succeed, and they know how important he is to our team.
no, right, and I get that. I obviously get that. But what I don't agree with is I don't think I've. Why would I would never do that. Would you ever encourage, like, for example, would you ever encourage that? I'm trying to think. I don't know.
No, the answer is no.
Like,
Absolutely not. It's just crazy. It's crazy. And we talked about this yesterday. It's kind of hard to put it into words. And like someday people will stop talking about this. Like someday soon, like the media will stop addressing it, and we'll just go on about the year. But things like this happen in sports. It just sucks that it happened to us.
Yeah.
Like this same incident happened with Maupay and Bernd Leno back after the restart. They were both going for a loose ball. I think they may have been outside of the box, and Maupay pushed him when he was in midair. Total dirty play. He came down and like twisted his knee. I don't know if it was an ACL, but he was out. He was out for a while.
Man. Yeah, and further to that point, I'm not sure if you've seen it, but Van Dyke is going for additional scans this morning. He's going to see a specialist, probably an orthopedic specialist, about the extent of the injury. Of course, the media dropped the news 7 to 8 months. I honestly think they were just guessing because he left the hospital on crutches. So, knowing what we know, though, it's probably going to be that. I'd say more conservatively, he's probably going to be out for 9 to 12 months.
Yeah, 7 to 8 for a complete tear of the ACL is something only Virgil can do. That's not.
Yeah, and
it's not average.
Like 6, the statistics on it. If players returning to play after 6 months with an ACL injury have a 70% chance of re-injury.
Been there, done that.
I know you have. Did you even get surgery on the second one?
Oh yeah, I've had two ACL reconstructions.
Okay, but you didn't do rehab for the second one.
No, I did, just not for the full blown year and a half or whatever.
Gotcha.
Like I did for the first one.
You just did like the acute rehab.
Yeah, like 6 months.
Oh, okay.
And I never took it to the level where I was like doing like intense cutting and diving and jumping because I wasn't trying to return to anything. And it's a long road.
No, it is. It's tough.
It's so tough. But these guys get different treatment and attention that the average person doesn't get, which is why you don't see re-injuries. Almost never see re-injuries in professional sports.
Yeah.
I can't even think of one person, maybe Jamal Charles, but he may have done it on opposite knees. Running back from the NFL.
There is a player who re-injured the same ACL, and I'm blanking on the name right now.
I mean, we've been watching sports I've been watching sports for almost 30 years. I can't name a single person that's done it.
That's pretty good. And
besides myself.
Yeah, you got to take into account you were probably going at most 3 times a week. These guys are in rehab every single day, all day.
Yeah, they have access to every piece of equipment.
Everything.
Anti-gravity treadmills, training in the water.
Yeah. And honestly, they don't follow the same precautions. They're athletes, right? So they're jumping right back into weight-bearing exercise like the day after surgery.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
and it's painful.
Yeah, it is painful. Let's go ahead and read some of these comments here. Kata saying he's seen Everton fans, or she, I'm sorry, with Pickford tackling Van Dyke as their profile pictures. You know, I hate it's doing this again. It's there it goes. The comment was stuck on the screen. It's like, I get it. You're a rival fan. Like, giving the other fan shit, that's part of it, you know? But that's not cool. Like, this is a serious injury. It'd be one thing if Van Dyke went down and he's not injured. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't injured. He got back up. He played the rest of the game. Then I could
Thiago.
Yeah. Then I could see it. I could 100% see it. Like, oh, okay, you embarrassed it. Or, you know, if someone nutmegs someone and then they put that as their profile picture, that's something I could get behind, but not this.
Yeah, are we surprised at all? Like,
I'm a little surprised.
I'm not surprised at all. I'm sure there's some good eggs out there. You could find some Everton fan accounts somewhere, probably, if you search the dark web.
Look hard enough.
Yeah. And there's some stuff out there with people that are showing, you know, respect and regret for what they saw. But
yeah,
this is real life. You're right. It's just, sports isn't just a game where you get to go home and take off your cape.
I think
this guy is going to be in pain for a very long time. He's going to miss out on what he pours his heart and soul into.
And that's what you think about, especially when it's your player. And I didn't experience this when I was younger, but when a player got injured, like you were saying with Jamal Charles, like I didn't even think anything of it. I was like, you know, you don't even realize it. But the older I get, Van Dyke, so crucial to our team. We love Van Dyke. We have songs about Van Dyke. And now to think about him going through this process, like you said, he's poured his heart and soul his entire life into this game. And then 1 second of this game just took the whole year away. He may not ever be the same again. I don't think he's going to lose any ground. I think he's going to come back in a year or whatever it is, and he's just going to pick right back up where he was. It's heartbreaking, dude.
Here's what I'll say. If he's going for additional scans, that could mean that it wasn't a clear, complete tear.
That's what I was thinking.
I didn't see the knee move enough to go, oh, yeah, that's a complete tear.
Well, like I was saying, I said this on Twitter last night as well. They were doing MCL and LCL stress tests, and they look completely stable. So that's good. I mean, but obviously the impact didn't look like that. But I didn't even see the physio pull a Lockman's on him or anything, like on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like you said, he walked off. And I do agree with you. Sending him for additional scans, because I'm assuming when you went to the hospital or wherever you went, that was like the first thing they did. They did those manual assessments, right?
Mm-mm.
No?
No, they do. Well, that's what they do when they're like a sports physician. They took x-rays for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the same process at all, but it's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
We'll know. We'll know today.
Yeah. Good news is Thiago's injury is probably not as serious as we originally thought. He got back up. He played the rest of the game, but he did tell Klopp after the match that, hey, I think I injured myself. So, yeah, it's good that he carried on. I like that we have players like that, but also the adrenaline plays a lot of part there too. Let's see what else. Liz Golden I cannot say I think about Richarlison and Pickford in polite company. No respect for Everton or their fans. I did have respect until the match yesterday, Liz. I lost it all during the match. Here we go. We got LFC Aaron with the super chat. $1.90 or £2. Sorry. God, I got to get used to saying that. We appreciate that, Aaron. Hi, guys. What could be the best case scenario? So, best case scenario for Van Dyke is he has a partial tear. Best or no tear, right? That's the best case scenario. But Steve, let's assume he has a partial tear. So, partial tear, you're looking at 6 months.
Yeah, depending on setbacks and of what ligament though. There's 4 or 5 ligaments he could hurt in his knee.
Yeah,
so we don't know.
And Aaron,
best case scenario, 3 weeks.
Oh,
worst case scenario, a year and a half.
Yeah,
that's the range we're looking at.
And that's what sucks is the range is so big because, like I was talking about, Aaron, these ligaments aren't like muscles where they have like a blood supply and they heal fast. Like it's not like the skin. So these ligaments, like they take so long. So depending on the length of injury and if he has surgery or not, the process is so open. So it just sucks. It just sucks. But best case scenario for our boy Thiago, he's not injured at all. He doesn't miss any time. David Lassoff. So we're still, if the tear was complete, could he have walked off so easily? Yes, 100%. Maybe it didn't feel good, but you can still walk with a torn ACL. You can still do a lot of stuff with a torn ACL. Right?
That's Tony saying here. Tore my ACL and couldn't walk right after doing it. My first injury, I couldn't walk either. The second one, I walked.
Yeah. It's it depends. It depends on a lot of stuff, because the ACL's job is literally just to hold the 2 leg bones together. So when it's torn, it's like it hurts. The bone moves like it shouldn't. So it depends on. Steve doesn't even want to think about it. Yeah, LFC Aaron, no problem. Thank you for the super chat. We really appreciate that.
What I'm trying to figure out is, can they be suspended now? Is it too late to review this stuff and come down with fines and suspensions?
No, we've seen it before.
Have we?
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't think of a specific instance, but there have definitely been cases where because Liverpool are not appealing, but they submitted a request to the Premier League for an explanation. You saw the 3 questions, right?
Yeah, I did.
So with that, they're definitely going to get some info back. We're probably waiting to hear that. But if the Premier League doesn't review what happened, specifically the Pickford one, the Thiago one was just a straight red, so he's off. But until Liverpool get an explanation about the offside, we're not going to hear about the Pickford thing. But yeah, we've definitely seen them do that, Steve, I feel like.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Oh, for example, a great example. This is perfect. Remember the Mason Holgate Firmino thing?
Yes.
So he accused him of racism, and they did an investigation, and they found that it wasn't conclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's another example there. Let's go here. Athul saying, I'm very scared of Adrian. I'm not disrespecting him. I love him, but some late jump and mispositioning of him is very dangerous to the team. I'm feeling the opponents will score easily when Adrian's the keeper.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's not hard to score an Adrian.
It's not, but think about the second goal, Steve.
That's simple. They're like, yeah, we got this.
Think about
we can just get a shot off. It's going in.
Stop. Think about the second goal. And this may have been before you came on, but Trent got beat down the line, and Gomez didn't even jump for the second goal. So Adrian was kind of put in a crappy spot where, it
was also a great header.
It was a really good header.
But the first one is.
The first one,
you have to have really good reactions to save that. But if you can get 2 fingers on it with a goalkeeper, that's something we'd like to see you save.
When you watch it in real time, it's quick. It's really quick, and it's like you don't know if he could save it. But then you watch it in slow motion, and it's like because he hit it into the top of the net. But I want to get your take on it, because I already said that Trent needs to step it up. But Trent got beat down the line by Luca Digne on the second goal. He didn't attempt to stop the cross, and Luca Digne got that in with ease. And then, like I said, Gomez didn't even jump, dog. He didn't even jump. He looked back as the ball was going over and watched Dominic head it.
He looked tired. Trent looked
He-
tired.
He didn't even start the damn game. He should not be tired.
He looked tired to me. Maybe that's why he didn't start.
Did he play on international
Maybe
break?
Klopp brought him in so he could whip in some crosses because we know how useful that is for the side. But I mean, yeah, I'm sure he played on international break, but I just don't know to what extent. Or I don't know, maybe if he picked up a little knock while he was out. I think Robbo looked.
Robbo looked
It
great.
reminded me of the game when Mourinho got sacked at United. And he was like, wow, that Robertson, he can run forever. I'm tired just looking at him. That's what I felt yesterday.
Yeah.
He just kept going. He just kept going.
Yeah. Robertson looked really, really good. The last couple games, Robertson has really impressed me. Let's go here. Kenneth Phillips, welcome to the chat. Players have privately sued players for career-ending challenges and won. I'm unsure if LFC can sue privately for loss of earnings, etc. Interesting. We won't know anything for sure, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised. David Lassoff doesn't think Gomez is his old self, Steve. What do you think? Like last season, starting next to Van Dijk, Gomez, we were saying Gomez is world class.
No, I think he is.
Just
I
in
think
bad
on his
form?
day, I think he's the future. I mean,
He's still young. He's still very young.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like we were invincible last year at this time. So I haven't had these conversations or these thoughts in so long.
You're like, how do I talk?
Yeah,
about
I'm like,
this?
wait, we're losing and drawing games? Like what? This
God.
used to be really easy to do.
Yeah, no, seriously. It looks
Score predictions 4-0 to Arsenal.
Oh my God. I remember you and I talking back in like 2014, 15. It was like, yeah, we're John Flanagan at right back today.
Oh man. Oh man.
Mignolet, I hope Mignolet doesn't bottle it.
Oh my goodness.
God.
Playing FIFA with those teams was insane.
Putting Sturridge, Sterling, and fucking Ricky Lambert up at the top.
My goodness.
Times were different back then, man. Times were different. All right, so this is an interesting. Klopp wants a new challenge. He wants a job like Carlo Ancelotti has, a challenge, coaching underachiever to glory. That's what he does. Only he doesn't like staying in top. He likes building team to the top. I mean, he's done that, right? He's done that. But what do you think about that, Steve? He wouldn't have signed the extension.
Absolutely not. Like what? No.
He wouldn't have signed the extension, guys, if he didn't
Coaching for the best
stay.
club in the world. This isn't Dortmund.
He loves this club too.
You don't leave Liverpool just because you've conquered your challenge or your goals. No, you don't.
Yeah. Yep.
You get sacked at Liverpool.
What's that?
That's what Liverpool's big enough where you get sacked, and that's the reason you leave. You don't leave because you finally won everything one time. He wants a bunch of trophies, guys.
He does, and he deserves it too.
Yeah. And he would never get sacked either. So he's going to be here for a while. He'll see out his contract. That's the type of guy he is.
He will. He'll 100%. He won't sign another extension. That I can tell you guys. He's not going to be here longer than his current contract is. Yeah, people can make the argument that towards his end of his tenure at Dortmund, the same kind of things were happening now. But it's just a lull in the process. And you also got to think about what we're coming off of. We're coming off of the best season we've had in God knows how long.
I don't think there's any trouble with our results. The Villa blip on the radar won't happen again.
No. 7-2 will not happen again.
No, and we won yesterday. We didn't get the 3 points, but we won the game. We played more than well enough to beat them. We scored more legitimate goals than them. We got robbed. So we don't have to worry about the team. Like our play too much as we are. Yeah. Because moving forward, we're going to see what we're made of without Virgil. But
that's true. That is.
We kept a clean sheet against Bayern in the Champions League without Virgil.
That's. You're talking about at Anfield.
Yep.
I was saying, bro, Van Dyke had that beautiful pass to Mane.
Yeah. No, that was the first leg he was out.
Yeah.
You know how good they are.
No, yeah, that's true. It was 0-0. I think it was a boring game.
Yeah, it was. But still, I mean, we can win without him.
Yeah.
We can win games without him.
Tony Madden brings up a good point. He's wondering how much no fans is affecting the matches. I said this from the very, very beginning, way back when this crap started. I'm telling you right now, it is a huge impact on these games. It's a huge impact. It's why teams are coming back from 3-0 down to tie games. It's why teams are losing 7-2. It's why teams are losing. Chelsea beat Crystal Palace 4-0. I mean, it has a huge impact, guys. It has a huge impact. We haven't kept a clean sheet. We've kept a clean sheet, but we're letting in so many goals ever since these players or these fans haven't been allowed in the stadiums.
Especially Anfield.
Yeah. Abdallah, I absolutely do not think we're witnessing a Liverpool downfall. Yeah, no fans are in the players' heads. The psychological impact is it's more like a training session or a scrimmage. You know what I mean? Where they don't have the fans letting them know the atmosphere in the stadium.
Yeah, especially like guys like Trent, like the local guys that everyone loves. He's just constantly running up and down the sideline. He's got people chirping in his ear. Come on, Trent, keep going. So,
and Steve, here's my theory. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Ever since there have been no fans singing "Si Senor," Bobby has been not good. You laugh, but if I could make a graph, there is a direct correlation between how many times that song gets sung and Bobby's performance.
They do sing it quite a bit.
That is my favorite song.
He played good yesterday.
He did.
We're gonna have to score more goals now because we're gonna let in more goals.
We need it.
Bob's going to talk to everybody individually and say, "Hey, this is how your role is changing." We don't have a superhero back there anymore. Like this is what's going to happen. And
Right.
Matip, Gomez, you have to stay fit. There's no way they can stop injuries, but like they're just
Matip and Gomez probably just look at each other like shit. He's right.
Well, we have Fabinho, so we do have three people that can play center back. But
yeah,
you have to assume Matip or Gomez will get hurt because that's what happens every year.
Steve, think about that. This is horrible. If Van Dijk is out, even if either of them get injured, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has to rotate eventually. So the next in line is Billy Cometio, Nathaniel Phillips.
Can we still sign from the other English leagues, or did that end last week?
It just closed.
Okay, so the only person we could sign right now is someone that's a free agent.
Yep.
Well, maybe they'll try that.
I wonder what free agents are available. Is Ragnar Klavan available?
No way.
Yo, bring him back.
There's no way he's available. He's the best center back in the world.
He's the best center back in Italy right now, I'll tell you that. Wherever he's at.
I don't even know. I think he went to Cagliari.
Yeah. Shane Buckley said we badly need to look at the free agent market right now for a new goalkeeper and a center half. I don't agree with the goalkeeper thing because Alisson will be back eventually.
Not long.
No, he's not out for long.
Klopp said Teo won't be fit, and Alisson looks good.
Yeah. But I do agree with Shane about the center half. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Fabinho needs to be utilized, JW Young, at center back. That's absolutely right. Yeah, David Lassoff. Yeah, the domestic window is closed now. We just loaned out Wilson and Elliott and all those guys. Shane, good morning. Welcome. It's probably evening for you over there. Our fans are the best in the world. We need this atmosphere back and the fans back. We'll smash any team. That's right. Anfield is a fortress when we have fans. It's ridiculous.
Get Lovren back.
No. That is a hot take.
Who else do we have at the club that plays center back? Phillips?
Nate Phillips.
Couldn't we recall? Is he on loan?
I don't recall them reporting him getting loaned out again. He's still here.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
Fabinho makes 3 and 4.
Yeah, but like you said, if Matip or Gomez, I'm talking like the level, like the step down. Matip and Gomez, yeah, they're here. Fabinho's probably at the same level, but literally Nathaniel Phillips, bro. And then you
We don't
have
know.
and then you have Sepp Vandenberg. And then you have Billy Cometio somewhere down here. It's like
Hendo can play center back too if it has to happen.
I completely forgot about that. We've seen
Yes,
Wijnaldum and Hendo. Oh God, I don't want to see
but
those days.
I would rather see Wijnaldum
I
there
forgot.
because
Yeah,
Hendo is the engine.
Doug, you're right. I forgot about Reese Williams, but yeah, he's proven to be like
Oh
a
wow,
young.
I did. Yeah,
I,
wow.
I completely forgot about him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we signed someone.
One of those guys can take this opportunity to make a name for themselves, possibly.
Look at Trent. Trent pushed Klein out, bro. It can happen.
We're having these conversations. Like, let's just hope that we get some news back that Virgil's out like 6 weeks.
Oh God, bro.
Very, very minor tear. Just needs a month to heal.
Poor Verge. Poor Verge. We also have Billy Cometio. Yeah, that's the one. The kid I brought up. So 35 millimeter lens photography. Yeah. So we were talking about this. Virgil van Dijk went for additional scans this morning, so we'll find out that soon. Thiago good to go for next game. That I do not know. The reports I'm saying he might be out for a couple weeks. So that's what we're looking at here. But Ajax midweek, Steve. What are you thinking Klopp goes with, bro?
It's a good team.
They're a good team.
They're not better than the team we played yesterday. But we need Thiago. God, we need Thiago. But we can beat this team with Matip and Gomez.
Yeah.
And then any variation in the midfield.
Yeah.
We should win that game. I'm
just more sad about the fact that Van Dijk could be out for a long time. Like, I'm not saying Matip and Gomez are bad. Like, I'm still comfortable with them at the back. It's just they're so injury prone. They're always injured.
Yeah, you could argue that they're both in the top 10 or 12 center backs in the Premier League.
Oh, they definitely are.
I think Gomez will be rated a little bit higher, but either way, it doesn't matter. They're both probably in the top 10 or 12.
Yeah. On current form, maybe not Gomez, but
yeah, maybe not today, but
yeah, maybe, but overall, absolutely. Yeah. So if LFC doesn't get busy and buy in January, I won't listen to nonsense excuses. We are hurting for some backup in the midfield in the worst ways now. In the backfield, not midfield. I was about to be like, what? Not in the midfield. But yeah, it's center back, and yeah, I mean, we haven't seen Samikas play yet. I mean, I forgot we had him.
Put Robbo at center back.
Oh God, love it. Dan, C Chan saying we got Ajax now. What are your predicted lineups? Yeah, that's the thing, Steve. You think he's going to go with Matip Gomez? He's got to go with Matip Gomez.
Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah. So
I don't think there's anything else you can do.
Yeah, and you think as a second, like either one of those guys needs a rest, that's when he puts Fabinho there?
Yeah, I mean, with Matip and Gomez, I would say more so Matip with the hamstring issues and his tendency to get injured. I don't think we can play him every single game as much as we might think he's maybe our best choice back there.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to rotate.
He's definitely going to have to rotate. Yeah. And we've seen him do it before, especially in lower side Premier League games. Those are the games where we've seen Wijnaldum or Hendo or whoever plays at center back. And now it's Fabinho because we need Henderson in the midfield. We've seen, and yesterday's a perfect example. Henderson in the midfield is a different beast. Yeah, so Doug's predicted lineups. He's going Adrian, Trent, Matip, Gomez, Robertson, Fabinho, Wijnaldum, Henderson, Jota, Salah, Mane. Dang. Firmino's dropped. That makes me sad, bro.
No. Because you know exactly what's going to happen. It happens every single time.
Yeah.
Firmino doesn't start a game for whatever reason. At halftime, we're screaming at the TV to bring him on.
Seriously.
Because there's no one that's dropping back and creating channels and creating chances and doing the hard yards.
It's a different beast. It's a different beast. Yeah. And guys, we have 74 people in the chat right now. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Give the video a thumbs up. Let's try to get to 100 thumbs up today. And if you are new to the stream, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Hit the notification bell and you'll be notified every time we go live, post in the community section, or upload a video. And yeah, and we also have merchandise available, and super chats are available down below if you want your comment pinned to the chat. So go ahead and check out the merchandise on the channel page as well.
Follow the Instagram channel.
Oh, that's right. Social media.
Please.
Yeah.
If you're not, go do it right now. We'll give you guys a minute.
All the social medias are in the description. And
at nothingbutreds.
They should be in the description.
I think we're almost at 200 on Instagram.
We should be close to 200.
I think we're at like 180 something. So can we just get everyone in here to just go do it right now?
Just everyone go do it right now.
Do it literally right now.
And Twitter, we're almost at 700. So everyone go do that on Twitter.
Wow.
Abdallah saying, Kyle, be realistic. Firmino sucks right now. Right now, maybe. But he didn't play bad yesterday.
No. Yesterday he was fine.
He was fine. Mm-hmm. Y'all got to understand, I'm extremely biased because I watch Firmino take one dribble, and I think he's the best player in the world. So it's like, I don't know.
I think he was the most complete footballer there in the world at one point.
He was.
It may sound crazy to some people, but in terms of a complete footballer, 17, 18, there was no one around that was doing as much as he was doing on offense and defense.
17, 18 Firmino was the best center forward in the world. I don't care. You could tell me Suarez was, you could tell me Lewandowski was. I don't care. Firmino was the best center forward in the world. Mm-hmm. So Seek Chan, playing Ajax is tough. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Steve, do you have any closing thoughts? We're going to wrap it up here.
We'll wait and see what they say about Van Dyke. That's all I got right now. That's where my head's at.
Oh, God. What do you think the reaction is going to be across the fan base? The media have already kind of prepped us. They're like 7 to 8 months. So I think we're all expecting that.
That came from Bleacher Report on my phone, of all sources.
Well, BT Sport, literally at the halftime show, I can't remember if it was in the next game, the halftime report, they were reporting it. They were saying like 7 to 8 months, but he hadn't even left the hospital yet. Yeah,
the 7 to 8 month mark is not anything I've ever heard for any injury. So I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
No, that's the thing. And not the people in this chat, but people all over Twitter talking about like ACL injuries, and like people don't know what they're talking about. No. But we do
7 to 8 months.
Lemmy from Hamburg, love your show from Germany. Keep up the good job. We appreciate that so much, guys. Thank you again for everyone for being here. We love all of you. Yeah. Thiago Injury is not confirmed yet, Prince Abdi. He just told Klopp, reported in the post-match analysis, basically saying that he felt injured after the match, like he should have come off. And again, if you guys are just joining us, because we do have 90 in the chat, we're going to wrap it up here now. But just want to let everyone know, Van Dyke went for additional scans today. So that could be a positive sign. It could be that he, at the initial assessment at the hospital, he didn't have a complete tear, or there wasn't enough evidence to confirm that. So they're sending him for that. It could mean that he could have more damage. We don't know. But we will find out here soon. Steve, thanks for joining us, man.
Apologies. Technical difficulties.
It's all good. And we're going to do a match preview later this week. So like I said, if you guys are new in the chat, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified when we go live during the week for the match preview. And until next time, Reds, take care.